One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. And he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little... room on that return. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will have the football first. They'll run this play from the pistol. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At midfield, he's got room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Gets it past the marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Can't quite cross the plane to get the... if they'll have the first down. And the Gamecocks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you had all day to stew on and get excited and dream about getting sacks, and it took no longer than the first play to get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This defense has been doing it all year long.
Looking for a man. It's Ward. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times,
he's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Got room to work.
The return is tackled down at the 43. And the South Carolina offense will
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
there is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
The give on the inside. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll try the run. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead.
16, Kentucky 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Slithers into space. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the hot hand. He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
Number 10 on the field goal.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It is perfect. It's now a one-possession game, 16-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Oklahoma State proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Pokes team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Forced out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Looking left. Makes the grab. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Spins away from the defense. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Here's a Heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. There he goes. Open it up. Oh, the ball's out on the return. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to find another play. It'll be third down.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You were set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions. A big third down coming to see if they can maximize this.
Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Back to throw, it's Ward. Gets it to the back. There he goes. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Kentucky right back to the line. He's looking to throw on third and short. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Rushes on him. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UConn. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gashes the heart of the till he gets to the 47-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Ward. He'll throw it, and it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Washington. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Might as well give it to him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. To the air on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the 2nd half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Offense changing the play. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Dropping back, it's Ward. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Pocket breaking down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Ward. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the side.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30. The 20. He's at the touchdown, South Carolina. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room and none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Back to throw, it's Ward. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Give to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. From the gun, give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Gives it on the option. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. This quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Gamecocks. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Cuevas. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it, they're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kentucky, 10.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stein. And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around, they're beating their blocks, and the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Looking to throw on first down. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Ready to fire from the pistol. Power football with the run. Trying to take it back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that
play. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on them. But what a play by this defense to get the football.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Cuevas. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs. So much for the wet ball drill. Couldn't hang on to it and muffed it. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
You know, the worst thing that can happen to return men is muffing punts, fumbling it, putting on the ground, and he did it right there. He's very lucky he was able to jump on his own fumble.
Going right to work up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Buys a little time. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it out. It's Stein. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, and the ball squirts out near their own goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The defense putting points on the board. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4. They fake it, pitch it to the tight end. He runs into the end zone on the fake. What a gutsy call to come up with a 2-point conversion there. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
The receiver on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
The short hands, it's Stein. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And he muffs it, a loose football.
Well, a lot of things going wrong for this team right now, certainly on offense, and now you're seeing it in the special teams as well. This punt return is one he's got to be able to field and at least hold on to the football. I understand he's trying to go score a touchdown, but you can't lose sight of your fundamentals, and that turnover is really a microcosm of all the problems that they've been having today.
He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
First and 10.
One more play to pad the stats. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw. Under fire. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just